be with Mistah Fab, you know, of course, one of the great rappers, but also one of the great Warriors fans. You grew up with the Golden State Warriors.
Diehard Warriors fan since day one.
Raised in Oakland, went to Oakland Tech, then went to Emory, and you know, I think you proved that fans can make a difference. You have one of those voices, cuts a crowd, everybody hears you, the officials hear you, the players, your presence is felt.
I love it, man. I love the Warriors. I love the whole organization. I don't really agree with some choices and decisions made over the few years. I'm happy about this year. I'm optimistic, and hopefully that injuries, man, we can, you know, avoid some of those.
Yeah, we talked about the fact that really this is three guys that need to be there all the time. Steph and David Lee, and already they haven't been playing with those three guys, but that seems to be a given for this team.
Right. But without those three guys, we have no chance. Big pickup, Brandon Rush. Rush is a good move. Very good move.
Yeah.
Brings a lot of defense tenacity. Like it's amazing. I think.
You know, and that's a good case of horses for courses. You know, he seems to be absolutely in the right place. Maybe the first time he's going to be.
Right.
Well, let me, not a human. I'm not saying. It's not as fancy. There we go.
I got it. Yeah.
No, I like Brandon Rush.
This doesn't do it, does it?
Oh, yeah, you do it right now.
Keep yours out too.
I'm going to be real simple, man. Today, I just wanted to. It's New Year's, hey man.
Yeah.
I like that. As a matter of fact, before I do want to add, I
didn't mean to mess you up.
No, you didn't mess me up at all. It was great. Mistah Fab, it stands for money is something to always have. I like that.
That's just a little acronym, man. I feel like I couldn't figure out what I wanted their name to reflect me. And so I was just like, yo, let's just do something for everybody, you know? So everybody's Mistah Fab. So world, all you guys are out there, just take care of your family.
Well, I do want to talk more about basketball, but I think it's interesting. You were raised by your grandmother and your mom. They had 4 jobs between them to make sure everything was cool for you, and I'm sure that speaks to your name too. Now you got a little bit.
Rest in peace to both of those women, man. You know, I lost my mother a year ago to cancer, so that's why we're happy with the raising of cancer awareness for everybody. You know, so make sure you look at testing and check yourself out, men as well, because breast cancer can happen with men as well. And a lot of men don't know that. And as well as my grandmother, and 2 powerful women, and I have the utmost respect for women in general, man. They're like the closest thing to God, man. It's taught me a lot of discipline, and you know, I love those women. And they were good sports women as well.
That's all great. Let's go back to the Warriors. Talk about the Warriors. And again, we talked about stability in the front office, and it does seem now that the Warriors are heading in that direction, at least in the area.
Well, I definitely like the front office now. I mean, I already like what Larry was going in the direction that he was heading, and bringing Bob in is good. But it all starts with ownership. Are they going to be willing to spend money? And Lakers is willing to spend money. We see that. The thing is now is convincing these guys to go, because you have to like the fact that DeAndre Jordan was somebody that actually signed an offer sheet. Now, you have to remember that he actually signed it. So he was willing to come here, but he got matched. You know, and going after Tyson, you know, the fact that they went after these guys and they were willing to spend money for these guys is a good sign to what to come. Now, the next step is, how do you convince them to come here? That's the thing. Why did Tyson say no? Because New York was too attractive. Okay, what do you do a la the Clippers? Maybe find some kind of star that makes it attractive to come. I covered the Denver Nuggets when Carmelo Anthony was there. Nobody wanted to come to Denver until Carmelo Anthony came. So the Warriors aren't going to be able to do it in a draft. They're going to have to be able to do it in trades and free agency. But when you have ownership that's willing to pay, that's a good start.
Yeah, other than the obvious, though, I don't understand why players room on the player. The obvious being
they don't know.
They haven't been very good.
They don't know.
But what a fan base! I mean, a terrific fan base here. Great fans. I mean, the most loyal fans in sport, probably. I mean,
but it's those slow years, man.
Oakland fans in general, man. You look at the Raider Nation. You look at the people who stayed with the A's over the years. You look at the rumors of going to Fremont and a lot of that stuff. And I think, like he says, getting people to come and commit to come to the city, I think it's bigger than us having a player that's coming. Because Monte Ellis, let's be honest, I mean, I would go out on a limb and say top 5 guard in the league at shooting guard position. I saw that. It may be a little bit.
Offensive players.
Offensively. I don't think that there's a player out there. If he let's
the problem is you got to play on the other side.
If he played for another team in another city, he would be an all-star.
He was 5 inches tall, 2 inches tall.
Would you agree that he would be an all-star?
No, he's an all-star caliber player, but this is the Warriors' problem. The Warriors have been bad. bad.
Right.
I'm not going to sugarcoat that. The Warriors have been terrible for a long time.
For 4 years.
No.
We
Once
went to the
playoffs,
playoffs, and then we broke up our team.
but that's the wrong mentality. That's been the problem. I grew up a Warriors fan, and I tell people this all the time. As long as we make the playoffs, we're happy. That's how I felt as a kid.
Right.
Oh, we're 4 games out with 2 weeks left. The mentality has to change with the fans and the organization that just making the playoffs is enough.
Right.
And I think this ownership is like that. But I'm baffled by why 18,000 people are okay with a team that is just satisfied with trying to make the playoffs.
Right.
So but if this team were good, it would be scary in that league.
What trade do you feel is possible for the Warriors to make? Like, who would you be willing to give up? I wouldn't give up everybody but Mistah.
That was my next question.
I give up I give up anybody. I would have gave up anybody for Chris Paul. But Chris Paul doesn't want to sign here. That's the problem. You can't get Dwight Howard to sign here. Can't get Darren Williams to sign here. Can't get Chris Paul to sign here. Why? This is beautiful. There's nothing better in the country than living here. Agree?
It's home. It's home. Me too.
All of us. But this is beautiful, man.
San Francisco, the Bay Area is home, but when you dig into the Oakland, and you're like, I'm bad about you guys.
Hey, man, I love where I live in Oakland. I see the water.
Yeah.
I go outside.
Yeah, I was going to say, that may be true in any city in America.
But the problem
You can
is,
find an underbelly. I'm from San Francisco. I'm home.
winning begets,
Right. Forgets all of that. You're right. You're exactly right.
All right, we got to jump. Let's take this to the green room. With the Colts in control of the first overall pick, Peyton Manning could be the biggest prize in the NFL offseason. But can you picture him in a 49ers uniform? Well, we'll discuss the possibility when Chronicle Live returns. Hey, this was great. I'd love to sit chat with you this time. Always good.
Okay, Low, Barry, Cam, and Matt. Low, Barry, Cam, and Matt.
That was great stuff. Really good stuff.
I love your life. Maybe you fired me as a friend. That's hilarious.
Peyton Manning with the Niners?
You got
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.